Hi guys, today we are making Sindhi Kadhi. Kadhi is a super simple dish, often a yogurt sauce in northern and northwestern Indian cuisine. In Sindhi cuisine, the kadhi does not use yogurt and it uses only chickpea flour or besan to thicken the sauce, and then we add vegetables to it. It's kind of like a simple veggie stew with just a few spices and just a few steps. There are different kinds of curry. There is Punjabi curry on my blog as well. That curry is made with yogurt, and then we add these crispy onion fritters to that curry to serve with rice or flatbread. This curry is a great way to use up all of those leftover vegetables. You just chop all of them, add to the sauce, simmer until they're cooked, and then serve. Sindhi cuisine is a cuisine of Sindhi people, which is from Sindh, which is now in Pakistan. It has influences from Mughal, Turkish, Iranian cuisines, and has these very specific dishes in the cuisine. There's sai bhaji, the Sindhi biryani, and then there's the Sindhi curry. For this curry, we heat up some oil and then add cumin seeds to the oil and toast them until they are very fragrant and they change color significantly. Then add some fenugreek leaves, cook those for a few seconds. Once the fenugreek seeds are golden, we add in the ginger and green chilies and asafoetida if using, and then mix that in. Then we add the chickpea flour. You can also add in some hing at this point and mix in. We're using hing or asafoetida in this recipe because there is no onion and garlic. The hing adds this garlicky flavor to the dish, but if you don't have hing, just add in some minced garlic along with the ginger. Toast until the chickpea flour is nicely golden. Then add the cayenne, turmeric, and salt. Mix in with a little bit of water so that the chickpea flour mixes in with the water and there aren't any lumps. Then add the rest of the water and all of the vegetables, mix in, and then let that cook. For today's curry, I'm using some cauliflower, broccoli, carrots, and potatoes. You can use whatever veggies you have on hand. Like most of the Indian recipes, the Sindhi curry recipe also varies based on family and the region. So it's not necessary that you add all of the ingredients that I do add to this recipe, so make it however you like. Some recipes do call for tomatoes, some recipes don't add tomatoes, some recipes call for tamarind, some recipes don't have tamarind. So basically just adjust it to your preference and definitely try this recipe. In the video I'm using besan, but you can also use chickpea flour. Chickpea flour and besan are actually different. There is a whole post on the blog dedicated to the difference between chickpea flour and besan. Chickpea flour in the US is the flour of white chickpeas, that's garbanzo beans, and besan is a flour of brown chickpeas, that's kala chana or chana dal without the skin. Besan is usually much more finely ground and it requires much less liquid compared to chickpea flour, which is a slightly coarse grind flour, and it requires much more liquid to make a similar batter. Chickpea flour is a great choice if you want to bake something and you want it to hold shape. That is why I use chickpea flour for fritters that I'm baking, so that they retain their shape, because besan is a much finer flour and the batter kind of settles down. You can use either in this recipe. The chickpea flour will tend to make a thicker sauce, so you can add more liquid in the end to adjust the consistency. This is kind of like a thin sauce dish, but you can adjust the sauce based on preference. You can add in some yogurt if you like. You can cook it longer so that it thickens a little bit more. So just adjust it however you like. So this is our Sindhi curry. Let me know in the comments if you try it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you do try it, do also review it on the blog, and I'll see you next time.